Imagine that the big word is Vikas or development. 37 times the finance minister mentioned development in her speech. It was an hour and 25 minutes or so. Manufacturing also found a huge number of sort of presence in her speech. 21 times she used the word manufacturing. Rural was only 8, jobs 10, education 10, agriculture. There was a big thrust on agriculture. The credit outlay has been 20 lakh crores. 26 times the finance minister talked about agriculture. If you come to this side, again, a big pivot on green energy. Anand was talking about it, 35,000 crores for the energy transition from fossil fuels to renewables. So 23 times green was mentioned. Digital, again, huge thrust for the government, whether it's in digital payments, whether it is, of course, the digital library, the National Digital Library that they will be establishing. Infrastructure, big one, because the capex has gone through the roof to 10 lakh crores. So 27 times the finance minister talked about infrastructure and exemption. This is in the context of income tax, of course. The finance minister mentioning that word 23 times. So clearly, this is the budget buzzwords or the word cloud of the finance minister's speech. It was an hour and 25 minutes long this time around. She holds the record, by the way, I think it was two budgets back when she spoke for over 2 hours. In fact, couldn't complete her speech. I just want to quickly run through that capex figure as well, because I think it's important to point the direction and the degree of the increase in the capex outlay that's been done. Just 3 years ago, it was under 5 lakh crores, 4.39 lakh crores. And look at the capital expenditure outlay for this particular fiscal. It's 10 lakh crores. It's the highest that India has ever allocated in any union budget. And the transformation has happened over the last 3 years in the middle of the pandemic. 2021 is when we went into the pandemic, 4.39 lakh crores. We're now coming out of the pandemic. It is more than doubled to 10 lakh crores. Yes, the criticism has been they've taken allocations from other, whether it is ministries, other programs. Manrega has seen a significant cut. But this is one thing that economists will continue to debate, that capital expenditure is productive expenditure. It results manifestly in not just your physical infrastructure getting better, but also it will result manifestly in jobs being created. So this is going to be the one big headline, and this is why the markets also reacted very positively to the budget.
And Zakka, you were talking about tax reforms. So the big takeaway, what is the kind of relief that the Aam Aadmi is getting?
There seems to be a lot of confusion between the exemption and also the rebate. So 7 lakhs and 10 lakhs, where is the difference there? So if I draw 7 lakhs, I don't pay any tax.
You're paying zero tax. So let's say you're earning 8 lakhs. Okay, you're getting 1 lakh more than the free slab, as it were. So 7 lakhs, no taxes, but 7 lakh, 1 rupee, you start paying taxes. Let's say you're earning 8 lakh rupees in a year. So then you automatically come into the new slabs. So the first 3 lakhs of your income, there is no income tax that you pay. Between 3 lakhs and 6 lakhs, that's 3 lakh rupees, you will pay at 5%. So that will be 15,000 rupees per annum. The remaining 6 to 8 lakhs, which is 2 lakh rupees, you will pay at 10%, which would be about 40,000 rupees. So in effect, you will be paying 55,000 rupees as tax on an 8 lakh income. So on and so forth. So if you're earning, let's say, 10 lakhs, then the first 3 lakhs, there's no tax. The next 3 lakhs, it'll be taxed at 5%. The next 3 lakhs after that at 10%. And the 2 lakhs after that, you will be taxed at 15%. So in terms of, brass tacks, if you were to look at how much you will save, here is a ballpark figure of how much you could potentially save. If you're in the 10 lakh income bracket, your saving would be 23,000 rupees, because your current tax in this new regime would be 54,000 rupees per annum. In the 15 lakh tax bracket, your saving would be about 37,000 rupees. Your tax would be 1.5 lakh as opposed to 1.87 lakh. In the 50 lakh bracket, you will be saving as much as 54,000 rupees. 12.33 lakhs is what you will be paying currently, compared to 12.87 before. And in the 1 crore bracket, you will be paying only 30.72 lakhs as tax, which is a saving of 60,000 rupees over the previous tax of 31.
And this is all voluntary. If you want to move to the next new tax regime.
This is only eligible for the new tax regime. The old tax regime does not get any of these benefits. Of course, the question that needs to be asked, and obviously this is going to vary from individual to individual, is that after the government is clearly said, and the finance minister said in her speech, that the new tax regime is going to be the default regime, what are you thinking in terms of your ATC deductions? You've got 1.5 lakhs. which are deductions in the old tax regime. And then for people who have a housing loan, I think that is a very, very big component. Your interest deduction is 2 lakh rupees. So effectively, between 24B, which is the housing loan interest, and 80C, which is your regular deductions, you're getting a 3.5 lakh rebate or deduction in your income. Would you want to migrate away from that? You'll have to, again, like I said, it depends on your individual tax structure or individual income structure. But from the government side, I think they're very, very clear. They're moving away from a system of deductions to a system of savings as far as these
Zakka, one important point here is, in the new tax regime, the biggest plus is compliance. It's just 2 clicks. It's not, you don't have to look at all your investments, go back and rework all the investments, go and figure out the deductions, and then you have to allocate. So if you have to get a 1.5 lakh deduction or a 2 lakh rupee deduction, you have to pay interest to that amount. That means you have to take the loading of a home.
Yeah, of course.
So a lot of people got into this habit of buying a home because you get the deduction.
Yes,
right now, the current generation, this is largely the new profession, because next year onwards is default. One more year of extension in the old tax regime. The government is saying now or next year we're going to force you into it. So better migrate.
Okay.
But what they're saying is, once you pay your tax, that money is in your hand. You don't need to figure out, मैं इधर पैसा लगाऊं, इंश्योरेंस में भी डालूं, उधर भी डालूं, पेंशन स्कीम में भी डालूं, ताकि मेरा पैसा बच जाए. उन्होंने टैक्स दे दिया. Now this money is there. You go out and spend as you want to do it.
No, so the corollary argument to that is, okay, and this is natural, this is human instinct, right? You have money, you tend to spend, you don't tend to save. So whereas here, whether it's a housing loan interest or whether it is your ATC deductions, even without you knowing or you perforce are being forced to save, I think that's the debate.
That's the significant shift, from a saving mentality to a spending mentality. That's